Gunko is a mummy, like a mummy from Egypt, thematically at least. And I wonder how far this Halloween theming is going to go, because spoilers for Elbath, however, we have been talking about Gunko joining the crew and how interesting she is in a few videos now. But spoilers for Elbath, because we're about to get into some flashback territory. But in talking about the flashback, of course, she is associated with Brooke because they are both from the Asperia Kingdom, and we meet Brooke in Thriller Bark, which is a very Halloween-themed place. And of course, Brooke is always Halloween-themed because he is a skeleton. Now, keeping that in mind, I wonder if Gunko will be super Halloween themed as well, because she is the user of the arrow fruit. The arrow fruit has the ability to produce these weird cloth-like arrows that have a multitude of different effects. What's so interesting about the fruit as well is that I think it once belonged to another character entirely, and that character is Black Maria, because we got a little trivia fact about her not too long ago, because before she was going to be given the ancient form of the spider fruit, she was either going to be a Stegosaurus fruit user or a Sash fruit user. I think that Sash fruit became the arrow fruit. Now, what is so interesting about Gunko, considering that she is 77 years old currently in the story, is that she most likely has a special form of Emu's immortality given out via Emu's devil fruit. She's a bit different from every other Holy Knight that we've seen, so her immortality most likely is different. However, if the immortality that she has been given is the standard variant and there's nothing special about it, I have another idea as to how she perhaps hasn't aged, because we've seen before with the hobby fruit that it is possible that devil fruits can give out the ability of immortality in one way or another, because Sugar is stuck being 8 years old even though she's 21. Now, the funny thing about the arrow fruit is that it could possibly work like mummification. The bandages applied to corpses during a mummification played a crucial role in preserving the body. So perhaps that has been taken to the extreme with Gunko, and seeing as how she seems to be wrapped up in the arrow fruit bandages all the time, perhaps that has preserved her body. Therefore, she appears to be in her 20s, even though she's 77. That's what I think. Because what is interesting about her ability, as far as we've seen it, is that it can have an effect on a person when they are wrapped up within the bandages. Sometimes being wrapped up causes great pain, or it just causes general immobilization. So I think when she's wrapped up in said bandages, or just by having the fruit in general perhaps, she now is preserved from the point of which she ate the fruit, of which I think she ate the fruit probably in her late teens or 20s. And the fruit most likely was a gift from Emu. And I don't think that was a mistake, because the fruit's abilities bear some resemblance to what Emu can actually do with their weird devil tail ribbon that they have. So I think if her immortality isn't the reason why she's young, the fruit itself is the reason why she is young. That's what I think. So thematically, she very much could be a mummy, which would make her a pretty standard horror movie monster, but would also put her in line with Brooke, because they're both very Halloween themed. And I think that's pretty neat. But with that being said, that's all I have for you today. Give me a like if you are enjoying the video so far. And if you want to see more from me, hit the subscribe button, followed by that bell so you never miss a video. In addition to, if you could, hit that hype button, because it really does help. And with that being said, give me your thoughts and tell your friends about Polypede. What's it?